Hi, I'm Mark Michelson, our Chief of Printing Impressions, and welcome to this edition of Impressions Exchange. It's my real pleasure to have with me today Phil Kotula, who's the president of the MPX Group in Golden Valley, Minnesota. Welcome, Phil.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
My pleasure. So, the MPX Group, you're a true commercial printer. What are some of the verticals that you serve?
We do a fair amount in the medical industry. We do a bunch in the utility market, a lot of marketing collateral for a lot of different companies.
You also do kitting and your, promo products as well, I think.
Yes, we do quite a bit in promo. That has really taken off and grown for us, as well as the display graphics that we do as well.
Right. And you installed a varioPRINT IX3200 Sheetfed Inkjet press from Canon Solutions America about 2 years ago, and I think that's equipped with an inline Borg booklet maker, and that replaced iGen 150. What has it been like going from a toner world to now the inkjet world?
I never want to go back. The iGen was a great machine. We loved it. The difference, I think, going to the Canon device is the quality is an incredible difference. It is so close to what we do on our offset presses that it makes it much easier to move things from press to the Canon.
You also mentioned to me that I think after you installed the press, it went for like 6 weeks before you needed any service at all.
Yeah, and that's one of the big differences going from the toner world to the inkjet, is that with fewer moving parts, there's less things to break down. So when we installed it, our first service call was 6 weeks later, and that was only because while the machine was running, the power to the whole building went down. So pretty impressive.
What kind of uptime percentages are you getting off the iX press?
We're definitely above 95%.
Right. How do the employees respond to the installation, and especially the operators?
Well, at first, I think the word inkjet scared them a little bit, and they weren't sure what to expect. So it took a little bit of time to grow, but not much. And there was a lot of excitement around the machine once they started seeing what was coming off of it.
And you're moving a lot of offset work now onto the IX3200?
We do a fair amount of booklets, and you save a lot of time moving the job to the inkjet with the Borg finisher in line. For example, we're not cutting the job after we print it. We're not booklet making it. We're not addressing it for mailing. That's all being done in line with one operator, and probably saving us 2/3 of the time. So it's huge.
One of the differences too, when we talked, is between the toner world and the inkjet world is when you had the toner presses, you kind of ran it until it broke down. But now with the iX, with the predictive maintenance capabilities, it really helps you kind of plan the maintenance and can tell you when it needs service.
Yeah, and that's huge because, yeah, you're right. When on our toner devices, we run them until they stop running, and on the Canon, we may get a phone call or an email saying that, hey, we recognize that a couple parts are going to wear out. Can we, set up service for Thursday? And it really allows us to manage our production better that way.
You're also running more variable postcards on the press?
Yeah, we are. Again, it makes it more affordable to do larger runs. We've always done variable postcards, but sometimes it was cost prohibitive. And now with the Canon, that's opened it up.
And how has it been in terms of the paper stocks that you typically use?
Yeah, there was a little bit of a concern because they were very clear that the device was more sensitive. But every single stock that we were running was already approved, which was great, and we really haven't had any issue with it.
Right. How was Canon Solutions America from a standpoint of the support in terms of the installation, the initial training, and then kind of the ongoing service?
It took a while to set up the machine. It was probably a 3-week process. Training probably could have been over in a day. It was that easy. But they did a great job training our staff, and we were up and running so quick. It was amazing.
How's the quality been on the iX3200? Because obviously Canon had the i300 initially, and you went with a newer model.
I think the jump in quality from the 300 to the 3200 is simply amazing. When we look at what we get off of the 3200 compared to our 5-color offset press, it's right there. In fact, I would say that I don't think we need to produce any better quality going forward than what we're getting off of the Canon. It's that good. That says a lot.
Right. And you've been in the business, I think, like 37 years. And when we talked offline, you mentioned it's probably the best equipment decision you've ever made in your career.
It is. It's the best piece of equipment we've purchased. It has just been has made that much of a difference in our production.
Well, great. Thank you so much for your time today, Phil, and congratulations to you and your team at the MPX Group.
Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate the time.
To our viewers, thank you so much for watching Impressions Exchange. We'll see you next time.